gentlemen, welcome again to Championship Wrestling. For the next 60 minutes, sit back, relax, and watch proceedings from our arena ring. These matches are under the sanction of the State Athletic Commission. Your referee assigned by the commission tonight is Bob Winkle. This first match, already in the ring, is scheduled for one fall, 20 minutes. One fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, at 229 pounds, Tom Jones. Tom Jones, Chicago. His opponent from Edmonton, Canada. He weighs in at 275 pounds, Canada's greatest athlete and world's heavyweight wrestling champion, Eugene Kiniski.
There he is, Canada's greatest athlete, and your referee, Bob Winkle, Tom Jones of Chicago, Illinois, Kiniski's opponent in this one fall match. It's interesting to note that the matches, 15 or 20 minutes in the one fall category, when Kiniski is in that ring, seldom last more than about 11 or 12 minutes. On occasion, against a toughie, he has been known to stay in there with the man about 12 or 13 minutes. Jones is a pretty good wrestler, so we should see a lot of fine action here. There's hip block by Jones that puts Kiniski on the mat. One of the few times we've ever seen him taken back by an offensive move of an opponent. Side headlock. Someone wrote in and asked what the ring is covered by. Well, it's a canvas, referred to as a tarpaulin or a mat cover, and a very light layer of mohair padding underneath it just to keep the canvas from ripping on the 3/4-inch plywood boards which make up the ring base. Those plywood boards are supported by 2x8s and in some cases 2x4s out at the edge of the ring, for instance, where very little beating is taken. And then these posts are solid metal, 4-inch, and they are connected by cable. The cable runs through the ring ropes, and then also underneath the ring. These cables come to an intersection at the center of the ring. They're pulled taut, and then the ring ropes are pulled taut up above, and that's what gives the ring its stability. And for the most part, a wrestling or a boxing ring is constructed in much the same manner. So you can see the ring is quite durable. Kiniski makes a good test out of every corner and every inch of the ring because he runs his opponents from side to side, up and down into just about every post and every rope available and accessible. So if it can hold up under a barrage of what he throws at it and what others of his size, such as Moose Cholak, who incidentally is on tonight's card, can throw at it, then you can see the ring is very capably built. These rings cost anywhere between $2,000 and $3,000. So a lot of money tied up in it, and they have to be good for that price. Ooh, there's a knee right to the midsection of Jones. Puts him down. And Kiniski, who loves to use the foot, stays right on his opponent with this attack. It's entirely legal. The sole of that foot against the small of the back. And Jones, who is much the smaller, comes off the rope into a knee, and down to the mat again he goes as Kiniski steps on the head. Drags that foot right across the forehead. Takes him up and down into a body slam there. You could see that ring didn't even give a bit. Not an inch. Well, he's going to be counted off. Referee starts that disqualification count. A chop right to the top of the head. And a knee in the small of the back. Now Kiniski outside the ropes, and that count starts immediately. 2, 3, and 4. And he releases him at the count of 4. Remember, a 5 count for disqualification. As this man will resort to every inch of legality before conceding. Boy, oh boy, he is a roughie. A chokehold as he lifts Jones off that mat. And then slices a judo chop into the side of the neck. As the referee's disqualification count reached 2. Takes him up again. And again the chop to the side of the throat. Jones, a bit of sporadic flailing of the legs there as he's back to his feet. There's a knifing right into the throat. And again, right into the side of the neck. It even hurt Kiniski's hand. And Wwe reminds Kiniski to stay off the hair. Up again in the chokehold. This time Jones got back at him. It looks as if he used an eye gouge. Comes up from the floor with a good solid right and uses a headbutt at center ring. And that has turned Kiniski back toward the ropes momentarily. There's another headbutt and down he goes. Jones stays right with him, but Kiniski, never to be outdone in that ring, again starts using those knees. A judo chop off the rope. Again off the rope. And we're seeing the beginning of the end, I believe, because Jones cannot take too much more of this. The flat of the foot into the chest. That's enough to cave in a chest of a normal man. Up he goes and down into the backbreaker. There's the man waiting to be pinned. Kiniski will not do it, though. Up again and down again. And the referee says start that count. He will not do it. Up again. Down again. Across the back. Here, I think we have the pin. 2 and 3, and that's it. This one fall match is completed. It goes to Eugene Kiniski in 6 minutes 51 seconds. And we'll have more championship wrestling coming your way in just a moment. Here's the official time. 6 minutes 51 seconds, 6:51. Your winner from Edmonton, Canada, the world's heavyweight champion, Eugene Kiniski. We'll be back with more championship wrestling in just a moment.
Day has come to